Well, so far, my videos and blog posts have focused on the technical side of getting a good Polaroid SX-70 image on that shiny piece of plastic that comes out of the camera. Now, many of those photographs are going to be duds, but with a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill, some of those photos will be so beautiful that they'll demand some way of presenting them to the world that capitalizes and reinforces their beauty. Now, back in my darkroom days, spending hours tweaking an image to make the best possible print was a pretty rewarding process. But when I matted them, framed them, and hung them on a wall, well, that took the experience to really a whole different level. Now, the Polaroid experience is a little bit different, of course. The little package of polyester and chemicals that ejects from my camera is all at once the negative, the darkroom, and the print, all in one package. Now, when it works, it is a truly rewarding experience. And just as I did with my darkroom prints, I have the same urge to make the best possible presentation out of my little SX70s. And that's what this series of posts is all about. I want to move beyond pinning a bunch of Polaroids to the wall, or what I would call warehousing Polaroids in plastic sleeves in an album. I want to take my photographs to the next level. I want to see them, and for others to see them, as the extraordinary little jewels that they really are. In short, I want them to really pop. Anyways, I've been exploring and refining a bunch of different presentation options, and I want to share those experiments and results with you. And I'll be covering a lot of ground, so rather than doing it all in one overly long video, I'm going to break it down into a series of shorter videos, each dealing with a specific presentation method. I'll be dealing with a few Polaroid projects completed over the last 2 years, and I'll be showing you how I've chosen to present each of them. Now, behind me is one of those series. It's a small set of round Polaroids of flower arrangements. And while the individual photos that came out of the camera, such as this one, are quite beautiful, I hope you'll see that they are transformed into something extraordinary once framed and put on a wall. Now, for my other photo projects, I'll be looking at other framing methods as well as custom albums and boxed print sets. I'll provide how-to details and work through some of the variations for each of those techniques. The idea is not to say how you should go about presenting your Polaroids. You may find a less formal approach more to your liking, and these approaches that I'm presenting will cost more than just filling a binder with print file sleeves or thumbtacking Polaroids to a wall. But the costs are not unreasonably high, and in my mind, well worth it for those special photos. My hope is that it will lead you to experiment with these and other approaches that will take your Polaroid images to the next level. So hopefully we'll meet again in part 2 of presenting Polaroids.